Hi guys, this is the Shockproof Gamer here. We're going to be playing a game of Shelter today. We're going to go ahead, we're going to start a family. Actually, I had this family started and then I realized that for the first 5 or 10 minutes of the video, I did not have my mic on. But we're going to go ahead and fix that. We're going to start over with day 1. We're going to start a new family here. So I've already played the tutorial, I've already played another family for a little bit, I think 130 some odd days. So I'm already fairly familiar with the mechanics, how everything works. And I have also picked up a few tips and stuff like that along the way. So one of the things we're going to do is both of the parents are going to have the proactive trait. That lets them move a little bit faster in the wasteland, helps save time, a lot of time actually. And we're also going to try to pick, I believe it is going to be the street smart traits, or the street smart stat preset. That gives them the highest perception that they can start out with at 9 perception. That means they're going to find more items whenever we send them out on expeditions and things like that. So we've already got our dad here. Not really going to mess with the cosmetics too much. Not super important to me. So here's mom. Again, proactive, and we're going to do street smart again. And the reason I'm doing this is because the two parents are going to be the ones that I'm going to be sending out on expeditions. They're going to be the ones that are going to be going out and gathering the materials and crafting and stuff like that. And then the kids are actually going to stay at the shelter. They're going to be the ones doing all of the work at the shelter as far as crafting, upgrades, stuff like that. So we're actually going to pick the hands-on trait. That means they can craft a little bit faster, they can work a little bit faster. We're also going to find the, I believe it is the brain box stat preset here. As a matter of fact, yes. That gives them the highest intelligence that the kids can start out with. It's 7 intelligence. That affects how fast that you craft and that they perform upgrades and stuff like that. And it just passed over here. And we're also going to be using the fish to start out with. The fish is going to be important whenever we find, I believe there's a hidden shelter somewhere in the game, or somewhere out in the wasteland. So whenever they find that, you actually need the fish to be able to get into it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start here at day 1. No, I'm not going to play the tutorial. I'm not super interested in that. But we're going to go ahead and as soon as it loads here, we're going to start out with our opening little moves here. And here we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight for the upgrade on the crafting bench and setting up an expedition with the parents here. Yeah, it's kind of irresponsible for them to leaving the kids home alone, but we need some of these materials. So we know that right here in our immediate radius we have 2 schools and a church, and we only have 15 water to start. So that's actually going to be our first 3 stops here to go ahead and get them started. Gas masks. Now, I normally send them with all the bandages, but for this, because in that last recording I did have traders stop by and those bandages would have been useful then. So we're only going to send them out with half the bandages. That way they have enough that they can take care of themselves if they get hurt, but at the same time I can also have some left at the shelter to trade if necessary. Get mom a gas mask and a pipe as well. And I always send them out with at least 1 weapon. Pipe, wood, knife, whatever they can get, or whatever I have available, in case they run into hostiles or whatever it may be out in the wasteland. We're going to go ahead and we're going to send them out. I was going to use up about 10 of our water, but that's fine. It's going to start raining here shortly. And they left the door open. Why is my alarm still going off here? Thank you. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna speed it up. I'm gonna have them search. You need to go ahead. I'm gonna have him build another room. And the reason I'm gonna have him do this is because it's gonna give us more room to put. That's where the bed and the shower are gonna go here. So we need rubber. That motor is gonna be useful. Really use the metal. And early on we already have magnesium, and that's gonna be used later once we hit once we get a few other materials to be able to make pipe bombs and stuff like that. And once we get to where factions start showing up out in the wasteland, we're gonna need those. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab all of that. Not super excited about the duct tape. Don't need it right now because I think the inventory starts with some. And I really don't use toys. I don't let my guys' stress get high enough that I actually need the toys to begin with. So I'm really not gonna worry too much about that. Scrap pile. I don't have the recycler quite yet, so I'm not going to worry about grabbing that scrap pile either. Really, none of this is all that useful, so we're going to have them go ahead and move on. They're going to move to the next school here. We're going to go ahead and speed it up again. That way we can go ahead and get the 20 minutes out. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to search that other school. Okay, and they're already done searching it, and we have a hinge, which is going to be useful. Metal. That hinge is actually going to get us our fridge, I believe, because I think we have all but one of the materials. More magnesium. I'll go ahead and I'll take the nail, and I'll take the handsaw. And the handsaw is going to help us craft a little bit faster, too. We're going to go ahead and we're going to confirm that. And let's see here, just to go ahead and check in on all of that. Materials for beds, yes, we have the materials for the beds. We also have the makeshift toilet, another water butt, and yes, that's all we're missing. We just need that one hinge for the fridge, or the small freezer. And once we get that, we can also go ahead and start looking into getting traps set up on top side. That way we can go ahead and get leather and materials like that. But we're going to start with the essentials, the bed here, and I'm going to have them search. Should have enough cement. Actually do not have enough cement to build another room, but I can at least get the shower up here. And that's going to help a little bit. Go ahead and examine. And there's the cement that I need, which is awesome. So we have the motor, we have the hinge, so we have everything we need for the small freezer. We have bandage, we have rubber. We're gonna go ahead and they should start heading back now, unless they run into somebody. And it still has not rained, surprisingly. Normally by now it's rained within the first couple of days. And I don't want to automate anybody until it starts raining, because as soon as I do, they're gonna go ahead and they're just gonna start eating through those resources. So actually, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna rearrange the shelter. And I'm gonna move the workbench up here to that first floor. And then, no, that's going to go back. Space. Okay, so now that we have that set up, I can go ahead and I can get our toilet. That's going to go down here. So this is essentially just going to be a living area. This bottom little space here is just going to be our little living area. Mom and Dad just came back in their matching orange outfits. And that's going to be awesome, because now we have all the materials we need to go ahead and get everything else set up that we're looking for. Everything except the rope, of course. We need the rope for the traps, but I have the materials for the extra room here, and we'll go ahead and start building that off. You're tired, so you need to go ahead and sleep. I know both of them are actually tired, but again, I'm surprised it has not started raining yet. Oh, somebody needs to feed the fish. Go ahead, grab you a suit. No, he's tired. I'm actually going to stop doing that. One of you guys need to... we don't have the material for a nice fancy bed, but the sleeping roll will be fine. Bedroll. Get on that. That way he can sleep. You need food, so go eat some food. Small freezer. It's just barely going to fit between the two beds, but that's fine. So you're in the best shape right now. You need to... No, I don't want to set up an expedition because I don't have a whole lot of water. You need to take a soup, and the water's fine. What's this? That's in okay shape, but right now we're going to worry about getting the water filter fixed up because it's low. We're also going to fix the air filter. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're not going to worry too much about that. Yeah, I know, we don't have water, and you're not going to get a shower until we have spare water for it. And there it goes. Now it's raining. I'll go ahead, I can set everybody to automate. Once it rains the first time, that's actually a really good sign for us, because what that's going to do is, from there, it's going to rain every so often anyway, or at least it's supposed to. So hopefully, it will start raining more often for us. And one of the things that I am definitely going to work on here is getting us another water butt. so we can get our max waters a little bit higher once we do that. But we do have more water now, and that's going to be a little bit helpful because that can also means I can make another run here. We have a trader making a visit. Just food, that's useful. As a matter of fact, I need that food. Nothing else super important. Just shotgun shells, but I don't have a shotgun, so I'm not super worried about that. What do I have that I can match or trade without wasting too much? I'll give her 2 bandages. She can have them. For 1 food, that's a little one-sided, but not a big deal. He's gonna sleep. He's gonna eat some more of our food. Waste some of our water, of course. I'm gonna disable that. Now no one else can get a shower. We're gonna set up the expedition. I don't have enough water, and of course now I don't have enough water for an expedition. So we're gonna wait for it to rain again here. Hopefully it will rain, but in the meantime, we might as well go ahead and build a few objects or items. Water butt. So the next time it rains, we can get a little bit more water. I'm gonna have you. That's not what I wanted you to do. Can I still upgrade its efficiency? No. So hopefully it will rain soon if I can get this expedition before call it a night here. It's supposed to rain every few days, and I can't set up an expedition to get rogue or anything like that until it rains. Well, instead of standing there doing nothing, I guess I can go ahead and have them. You know what? Because I've got the spare wool here. Go ahead, we'll build another bedroll for you guys. That way, you guys all. That way, it's not a super big deal here. We're running low on fuel. Go ahead and add fuel. It normally rains a little bit more often than this. I'm surprised it hasn't started raining yet. Normally by now I have an excess of water. There we go. Okay. So we can go ahead. We can re-enable this. Dad's gonna get a shower. Mom's gonna use the bathroom. Once Dad gets out of the shower, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna set up an expedition. Or another expedition. We're gonna look a little bit farther out this time, and we're gonna try to branch. How much water would this cost out here? A little bit too much. I don't have enough water. But I imagine I can at least get this far on it. And because it is raining, we'll go ahead and we'll make up what we lose. So, gas mask. No, I don't want to put that in your inventory. I want you guys to grab that. So that's fair. And we're going to give you a pipe. Mask and a pipe. And hopefully we will find rope here. On this little run that they're going to do. And fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So the water builds back up slowly. They made a stop already. It's a school. Is it the same school that they were at before? I'll go ahead and I'll search anyway. Yeah, so it is the same school that they were at before, but that's fine. Items do refresh. So maybe they will find something new that maybe they didn't see before. Examine items. So yes, so they did find some new stuff. Some of the stuff was here before, but I'm not, again, this is all stuff that I'm not super concerned about grabbing right now. And I can always get later. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Okay, so we're going to search the location. And this has them at that first area that I had gone to. It's a small house. Okay, so let's see what they found. Food, awesome. Plastic, not super important, but it is going to be useful. And I guess I can grab these carrier bags because I can extend their inventory whenever I send them out on later runs. Okay, can we even make another water butt here? Do I have the materials for it? Yes, I do. Do I have anywhere to put it? Is going to be the next big question. And yes, I do. Awesome. Okay. Haven't seen us yet. Anything else here? I'm gonna sneak away. Okay, so yeah. Oh, it's a farm. Farms sometimes have rope, and hopefully this one will. That is my biggest concern, because once I get the rope, I won't ever have to worry about running out of food. Normally, once I get my trap set up, and no rope, but there's some wool here, there's some wood, I'll grab the nails, fuel, pipe, more plastic, I'll grab the spring. I'm starting to get rats now. And they just got hit with trauma for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clean the shelter up a little bit. Maybe that's part of the problem. But they did just come back. We didn't get a whole lot done today. Not as lot as I thought we were gonna get. But I think I am gonna call it a day here. This is gonna be the end of this video. Tomorrow we will go back out on more expeditions. Maybe try to get a little bit more rope. But if you guys enjoyed this content, I want you to do me a favor. Like, favorite, subscribe. If you guys have any pointers, any tips, anything like that, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And with that in mind, I'll see you guys in the next video.